everyone, and welcome back to Mind Your Venture. Today I wanted to cover some of the coins that I purchased at the end of the year, and I want to walk through the process on specifically this one right here, which is the Peace coin. And I wanted to go into some detail on that. I may not be able to get through all of these in the video. There are quite a few coins here, and I want to try to go into some more detail on what these coins are, why they were made, and go over some of that stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So World War I started in 1914 and ran until 1918. I am not a history buff at all, but the Peace coin here was created because of the time after the war. So it was the war to end all wars, supposedly, and we know that was not the case. But in 1918, the Pittman Act went into effect, which allowed the U.S. government to basically take about half of the silver dollars that were created and melt them down to help out some other areas and also to boost the mining industry for silver. And shortly thereafter, they started creating the Peace dollar. So 1921 to 1935, that's when the Peace dollar was made. And I think there was a small time of interruption during that time. So they stopped minting these coins for a few reasons from 1928 to 1933. One of those reasons is 1929 was the stock market crash, and it was a pretty difficult time. During then, it started the Great Depression and all the other things that came along with a downfall in the economic wealth of America. And during this same time, the U.S. was on a gold standard, which limited the amount of currency that could be issued, as well as legislation changes. The Act of 1933 ended the minting of silver dollars as government sought to stabilize the economy and public sentiment. With the economic crisis, there was a significant public sentiment against the use of silver coins, as they were seen as less stable compared to gold-backed currency. So you can see there were a lot of things that happened during this time in the public eye, and as far as government goes and currency goes, why they stopped producing silver during that time. So there was a space in there where they did not create any coins at all. So this particular one was one of those that ended up getting hurt during the Great Depression and the stock market crash. Silver dollars were not created. Now, they did make some other coins during that time. I believe the Walking Liberty coins, the half dollars, began production during this time, but no silver dollars were produced for many reasons. I don't know if these are 100% accurate. These are some things that I found doing a little bit of research online for some of the leading causes of why silver dollars were stopped. When the Peace dollar, they didn't make any of them, and then I think they may have reinstated it in 1935 for one more year. But there were 15,063,000 of the Denver minted one, which is the one that I have here. So you can see here on the back, right here is the small d to show that it was the Denver mint for this one here that I have. So now I want to make sure that I did not purchase something that is fake. So I'm going to go ahead and run some tests on this coin. And as you can see here in the listing, that the weight on this coin is supposed to be 26.73 grams. So we're going to go ahead and get out the scale. And we're going to test the weight of this to make sure that it is in the parameters that it says it is. So I'm going to turn this on, and you can see here that it's set to grams. And we're going to go ahead and put it on there. So 26.64, and I would say that's close enough. It is worn just a little bit around the edge here. So 26.65, and it was supposed to be 26.73. I would say the weight is accurate enough to say that it is real, but they're getting pretty good out there on faking coins and counterfeiting them, that I'm going to run a couple more tests here. So I'm going to go ahead and check the diameter of the coin as well. So it is supposed to be 38.1 millimeters, and we'll go ahead and test this out here. So you can see there that it is 38.0. Now it is a little bit worn, so 38 even is pretty good, I would say. On the measurement side, it's accurate enough to be made me feel a little bit better knowing that this is not counterfeit. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a ping test on this. So I have the ping tester here. And we're going to go ahead and put it in here. So beautiful sound there, and I would say we're good to go. So I do have one last test that I'm going to run on this, and it is the slide test. So now, I've had some fake coins in the past, and using this test, you can see that the metal that's in them causes it just to stick to the magnet, or it's real uneven when it goes down the slide. So we're going to go ahead and put it on here, and as you can see, a nice even slide all the way down through on the magnetic slide. So I would say with all the testing here, it is a real coin, so I'm happy about that. And I'll probably be doing another video here real soon with these to kind of go over the details on how much they're actually worth and how to get them rated through CGS or PCGS, and try to cover more details on what to look for, how to go about the process, how much it costs to get them shipped off and rated. And hopefully that'll be beneficial to you guys out there that have some of these older coins and you're interested in possibly going that route. So until next time, onward and upward.
There once was a man that stacked silver, so he called himself an investor. But the silver he had was not enough, so he stacked it more and more. Soon then the increase comes, shiny, glittery, and in large sums. Now when the stacking's done, he loved it more and more.